Welcome to the 10th season of the Author's Corner. Each show is jam-packed with interviews, reviews, and so much more for you, the author and the artist. And now, here's our host, author H.D. Campbell.
Welcome to a late edition of the Author's Corner with H.D. Campbell. As always, I'm your host, H.D. Campbell. H.D. Campbell actually have gone through a new makeover with a lot of different things going on. First off, we have a new newspaper, the H.D. Insider, which is on our new media page at hdcampbellmedia.com. Same web page, all new breaking news. It's going to be local news. It's going to be national news. It's going to be spreads on all of our clients. It's going to be entertainment news. There's going to be a lot of different political things on there. A lot of things you see on my Facebook page I share for free, they'll now be on the newsletter for free. Also, too, there are also advertising rates for people who want to advertise on there. So there's going to be a lot of other different things. We also changed how we work with our clientele on both the publishing side as well as on the production side. There's also going to be new programming at HD Television and more few things coming up in the coming months. Also, too, we have two new books coming out this summer, one from author Yanni and one more from Amy Dion Beverly, which I'll be teasing those here in coming episodes. Today, we're going to have two amazing authors, one of which you already know. First, we're going to have a beautiful author, Yolanda Sulton, talking about Broken Pieces. We're going to talk about life, how she came from adversity, and a whole lot more. We even flirt a little bit, you know how I do. So we'll talk to her. Then we're going to talk to my cousin again, Michelle JaNiece Perry. In fact, this is part 2 of our discussion of talking about poetry, George Floyd, police brutality, so forth and so forth. Today we're going to talk Black Panthers, because she is one. We're going to talk about violence in the streets and how we can get ourselves better for the fight against injustice. And so, we're not doing a 2 cents tonight. I'm actually going to change the format for that for next week. So stay tuned for an all new 2 cents. But first, without further ado, when we come back, we're going to talk to Yolanda Sulton.
Have you seen The Author's Corner with H.D. Campbell? It's the best show you're not watching. Every week we have authors, editors, artists, and others from various industries. There are 3 ways to watch Author's Corner, primarily on our YouTube channel, HD Television, on our HD Television Facebook page, and on our media page at www.hdcampbellmedia.com. It's the Author's Corner with H.D. Campbell. Check it out weekly, and as always, let your writing fuel your spirit. And God bless you. Do you need editing and formatting services, promotion, or do you need a press kit? Let H.D. Campbell Productions put together a package to suit your needs. Let us handle your promotion, editing, press kits, photography service, and a lot more. We even do custom videos and videography. To learn more, log on to www.hdcampbell3.com or email us at hdcampbell3@msn.com for a free brochure. You can also contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. We guarantee professional services at reasonable prices. Check us out, and as always, let your writing fuel your spirit.
I first chat with Yolanda Sulton. She has an amazing book. She actually has a beautiful book, which I'll be reviewing here soon, on my newspaper at hdcampbellmedia.com. She is so beautiful. She is so wonderful. She's a great person, great smile, wonderful sense of humor. I had a great time talking to her. Now, want to see the conversation? Here it is.
I've always written throughout my life as a child. I never really save the writing. I would write stuff down in my diary to kind of like, I started writing my diary at an early age just to kind of like let my feelings and emotions flow. I really didn't have a lot of people that I felt like I can rely, or talk to at the time because, when you're dealing with certain things in your life, sometimes you just feel like you're alone. So I just started writing early. What made me write the book was my good friend, one of my friends told me that I needed to write to release a lot of stuff that I was dealing with. So that's what the book came, how the book came apart.
Okay. So explain your book. Give me what inspired your book.
Well, what inspired my book, my mother passed away. My biological mother passed away when I was going into kindergarten. So I had to be like 5 years old. And throughout my life, I dealt with the abandonment issues. So, it caused me to fall into a lot of different unwanted relationships, bad friendships, just a cycle of just disarray. And I would say, to be nice with it. That's what made me want to write the book, because I know that someone else was probably dealing with the same thing that I've dealt with, or may be going through it right now. So I want to be able to help someone, to let them know that you're not alone and you can make it through this.
Okay. So you brought the book with you. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So can you all see that? Okay. The title of the book is Making It on Broken Pieces. And of course, that's the back of it. Um, so the book is about, basically, I have a chapter of different chapters have different titles. And these were like different situationships that I got myself into as a young woman. As a part where it says the first, okay, so the book is titled Making It on Broken Pieces. There's a little topic, the first broken piece. And then another part is chipping away and manipulating pieces. So you can kind of get a little synopsis of what it may be about: a stable piece, a churchy piece. So,
I love it.
yeah. So, but basically, when a person deals with abandonment, it's a type of anxiety that people go through. Some people deal with it in different ways. Some people may eat. Some people may isolate themselves. Some people may be mean and or sad all the time. Depressed. It's different forms. Different people deal with it differently. Um, with abandonment, which can cause a lot of anxiety to rise up, and um, not feeling wanted, not feeling loved, not feeling appreciated, just a whole lot of different emotions and feelings come along with abandonment. And once I realized what it was, through going through counseling, because I saw professional counseling, because I was like, look, I'm going around in the same circle, and something has to give. I don't know what this is and what I'm dealing with. So I had to seek out, and once we got on the subject of my mother, it was hard for me to really talk about it. I felt like she left me, that's how I felt. So, and that's what caused all the things in my life to kind of trickle down one thing at a time, going through different situations and, you know, dealing with bad, I guess I had a bad boy syndrome, because I felt like I didn't deserve anything better, you know. So I dealt with the bad boys, the hood guys or whatever, the high rollers or whatever, because I felt like, hey, they would love me, but I was all wrong. But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. You can never control who you love, and no judgment here. And that's actually why you wrote the book. You wrote the book to let people know, hey, no judgment here, or you can go through it, but you can also rise above it.
Exactly.
So again, no judgment here. Plus, also, like I say, it's worked in you a lot. I can tell in how you tout the book and everything. So my next question for you is, was writing the book therapy for you?
Yes, it was. Actually, I started writing a book a year ago, right? And it was so painful just writing the first chapter to the point where I told my friend, I said, I can't do it because it was causing me pain, and it was bringing up emotions and feelings that I had buried down, and I didn't want to deal with them. But I had to come to realization, and as I was writing, I would cry, and I would pray, and I would cry some more, and I would continue to write. And as I did it, I felt the relief coming from my heart, lifting off of me as I continued to write and let it go, and put it on paper. And I just said, I'm gonna put it on paper and I'm gonna release it from myself, and that's what I did.
It finds that you're a very good person. You're a very beautiful person, and you love a lot, which tells me that you wanted to heal. You wanted to move forward because a lot of people dealing with the issues you deal with really go the opposite way.
Hmm.
Become really mean and nasty to people, and you could have actually been a mean, nasty person, or what made you stay grounded the way you do?
What made me what?
What made you stay grounded the way you are now?
Well, of course, my good friend Angela Sims. I grew up with her, went to school with her, to Soda in high school, and I was always at her house, all the time. And her mother was a Christian woman, so she would tell us about the Lord, and get on us, even though we wasn't trying to hear it at the time. So that was one of the things, going to church, on Sundays and on Bible study days with my family or my godmother. That was one of the things that kept me grounded, even when I strayed away from the physical church. um, I still knew that, hey, certain things I just can't do because God is watching me. I still have those principles and standards that I held up. That's what kept me grounded.
Well, how has your book helped other people?
Um, Several people that have read the book and gave me feedbacks. One young lady had inboxed me, and she was like, I really, really appreciate you because I dealt with the same thing. And she's a young woman. She's like in her 20s. She's like, I'm dealing with some of the things now, and I didn't really understand or know what they were, and she said it's good to know that, that I can come out of it. I've been getting some pretty positive reviews, and one of my friends is like, she said it sounds like flowers in the attic.
It kind of does when you think about it. Yes, I can.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
So do me a favor. Can you hold up the book cover for me one more time?
Sure.
All right. You've got to tell me what inspired both the name of your book and your cover.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I was at church one day, and I was in Chicago actually. And well, prior to going to Chicago, like a year ago, I mentioned to my best friend that I was going to write a book. And I was like, I'm making it by the help of the Lord. I said, I'm making it on, I can't remember what the first initial title was. And she said, nah, you making it on broken pieces. Because she said, you've been broken. She said, but God's going to put you back together. And that's where the title of the book came from, making it on broken pieces. And the back of it says, making on broken pieces. And the back says, I made it on broken pieces and still standing. And there goes my sign. It just fell.
That's okay. That is okay. And no problem. Because guess what? it can be fixed again.
Right.
So good sign right there.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question is, what's changed positively for you? I'm kind of getting big.
What changed positively was my attitude towards people, towards life. Um, I don't give people a space in my life that doesn't deserve the space. If a person it shows me the first time who they are, I'm done. I'm not going to try to, continue on, because I don't want to go back to the person I used to be. I don't want to be in a spiral relationship or a friendship with anybody. I choose my peace.
Well, I'm about to pick on you for a second. This is
Uh-huh.
all fun. All right, this is for my people at home. Our original interview, that I actually had some technical issues, but the first time she canceled with me because she went to her sister's birthday party.
I did.
She said, "I'm gonna see my sister. I don't care what they got."
Exactly.
I love that in you. I love that. Then I look at pictures. The pictures of the birthday party were awesome. See, I didn't know you then. I just know you from talking to you now when we first met.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see ourselves being very good friends. I can see that.
Yeah.
So we're talking like, so whatever the old you was, it's definitely not you now. How does
Mm-hmm.
that feel?
Huh?
How does that
How
feel?
it is awesome. It's I can't even explain it. I used to be very um hmm, I would say mean. I was really mean and callous and hmm, scandalous. That's to say the least. That's all I could think to say. I was scandalous, mean. I was hurt, and we all know that hurt people hurt other people. So
Yeah.
anyone when it came in contact with me, it was like a whirlwind. It's like, okay, you come in my space and you try to hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me. And now, it took me going through counseling and getting to church and getting a foundation in the Word of God to get me where I am. It didn't come overnight. It took time. Even when I was in my mid 30s, I was still dealing with abandonment issues, and it caused me to go through a failed marriage because I couldn't. I felt like I wasn't um, worthy to be loved. I felt like um, he was, somebody was going to hurt me. Like, I was always guarded. So it really feels good to be free and to be able to live your life where, you have no regrets, where people can say nice things about you, opposed to saying, I can't stand her or stand him. But I really, I'm happy to be in this space, and, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So what do you say to your critics and naysayers that say, "Oh, she's not changing. I can get her back just like that," or "I can make her do this and that. I can get her back." What do you say for those people the negative people?
I would say to my naysayers, I'm human. Pressure busts pipes. So if you push a person hard enough, they may just bust. But I learned to pick my battles. Some people just not worthy of the response, or even worthy of you even thinking about the thought of it. So I would say, hey, I'm human, and if I do make a mistake, I can go to God and ask for forgiveness.
I'm gonna pick on you again for another second.
Sure.
A lot of people ask to come on the Author's Corner, which is not a problem. I don't mind, and I interview everyone. Everyone is normally friendly.
Hmm.
But the thing about it is, you actually had a conversation with me, asked me how I
Right.
was doing, what's going on. You mean, you're so sweet. You're very friendly. You're very approachable. I mean, and again, I can just see us being very good friends, and and that even just through Angela, just period. I mean,
Right.
you are a very good person with me. You're a very approachable person, which God has truly blessed you with that.
Hmm.
So,
I feel like I never meet a stranger. And I got that pretty much from my I don't know, really don't know where it came from, but I was always the type of child that I wanted to feel accepted. I wanted to feel loved, and because I didn't feel that, even though I had a stepmother and my dad that loved me and family members that loved me, because my biological mother died and I didn't really understand the whole process of death and all that. I feel like she left me and I wasn't loved, and that's why she left. So I when a person deals with those issues and abandonment issues, they overcompensate. So I was overcompensating in different areas in my life with sex, with food, with material things, and it didn't make me feel any better at all. So and I've always been the type of person that I can meet a person in a store and we just hold a whole conversation while we're in the line waiting, like I've been knowing this person for years, but I just met the person two seconds ago. I'm just that type of person. It's just my personality, period. That's why, people gravitate to my spirit, my spirit. I'm sorry.
See, I love that. And like I say, you're a magnet for good people because you're a good person yourself. And I truly do appreciate that.
I appreciate
So
you.
next question is, are there any more books in your future?
Yes, I am actually in the process of writing a book right now. It's a little different. I have a daughter, a daughter that is incarcerated. She's been locked up for 2 years. And so, yeah, it's been a process. It's been a process. I went through so many different emotions and feelings dealing with her being gone. It hurts not just me, because when a person is incarcerated, the whole family is incarcerated in a literal sense. It feels like you're in prison along with them, even though you're not physically there. Because my life and another person's life, I put my life on hold because I want to make sure my loved one is good. I want to be able to put all the attention towards writing appeal letters, sending pictures, and doing different things like that. So I feel like this was a good place to write a book, because about my process, being a mother and then having grandchildren. So the grandchildren, they have become collateral damage. Mm-hmm. Because they're dealing with, the fact that their mom is in jail and they're young. So I want to write a self-help book for those who have loved ones that are in prison, to let them, hey, this is the process that I went through. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to do this, X, Y, Z. Just pretty much a self-help book and I guess a guide to help through the process, the encouragement.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is just me predicting things. Hopefully this makes you smile by saying this. But mm-hmm. You end up having to write a third book about how God delivered her when she gets released.
Oh, yeah. She's actually working on a book right now while she's in there.
Yes, because she's going to get released. You have to, there's another book in there somewhere.
Right.
Let's just keep believing that if there's anything I can do to help, just don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
So my next question for you is, how can we get to know you? How can we buy your book? What can we do? Because we want to get to know you as a person and author and buy your books.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So I do have an Instagram page. My Instagram handle, if that's what they call it, is YoBiz. So it's YoBiz Transportation. That's my Instagram name. I do post on there because I am a professional driver by trade, professional trainer by trade, driver trainer. So I can train a person to drive a Class B vehicle, which is a bus, and as well as a car. Mm-hmm. So, and I also do limos and party buses, and I drive all of those. So pretty much a jack of all trades. And also I have a Facebook page, and my Facebook name is just my regular name, which is Yolanda, Yolanda. Last name is Sulton, S as in Sam, Sulton. And if you want to order the book, you can, excuse me, I'm sorry, you can order from Amazon.com and just type in my name, Yolanda Sulton, or the name of the title of the book, which is Making It on Broken Pieces.
Awesome.
My, mm-hmm. And if you want my email, you read the email.
Yes, I mean, any information you want to
Oh,
get.
sure. The email is making it on broken pieces 2020@gmail.com. So that's making it on broken pieces 2020@gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome. Actually, you answered part of my question, but I want to know more about you. What do you like to do when you're not writing, or basically when you're not writing?
Well, I love, on the spiritual side, I love to work with the unhoused citizens, which we call the homeless. I say unhoused. This is a better way. It sounds better. My church actually has a cooling station we've had open up since October of last year, and then we carried over to the summer because now it's hot. So we still have individuals at the church. And then the fact that the COVID came, the mayor extended the shelter months out, and now it's hot, so they have somewhere to go. I love doing that type of work, going out, doing outreach outside the four walls. I don't like to stay inside. I like to go out where the people are to speak with them. Now, on the just a natural side, I love to bowl. I love bowling. I like to throw darts. I used to skate, but I don't skate anymore because I broke my ankle. Yeah, I love outdoors. Anything outdoors. Lake. I used to fish. I haven't fished in a while because I don't have anybody to go fishing with. Yeah, I'm pretty much well-rounded. I like to do a lot of different things. I like to read when I have time to sit down and read a good book. Yeah.
You're very interesting. Even when you're not writing, when you are writing, you're a very interesting person. So,
Yeah.
so one day you'll find somebody to go fishing with, trust me.
Exactly.
So my final question for you is, I usually give my authors the final word to give shout outs, any advice they want to give, whatever you want to say, the floor is yours.
Okay. So I guess I don't really have anything really deep to say, but I do want to say if you have any dreams and aspirations, no matter how small or minute they may seem, follow your dreams because they can become a reality. When I told my coworkers that I was writing a book, they was like, "Girl, please, you ain't write no books. She's just talking." And every day at work, I would bring my laptop and I would type a little couple of chapters and look up. I was like, bam. So if you have anything that you really want to do, don't allow anybody to put any negativity in your heart or your spirit to make you give up on what you want to do with your life, or if it's something that you want to, if you want to lose weight, if you want to write a book, if you want to go to Paris. Don't let anybody stop you, and because you can do whatever you put your mind and your heart to do. Hey, I didn't graduate from high school because of situation, because life happened. However, I did go back and get my GED at a later time. So don't allow society to dictate who you are and how far you can go. I even have some certificates, that I went back and got for different subjects, and so it's limitless what you can do if you just put your heart and your mind into it and just have that perseverance to continue on. And that's my words I have to say to anyone that um, would look at this video. And also shout out to Pastor Angela Sims for referring me to you. Shout outs to True Seekers Publishing from St. Louis, Missouri, another small boutique publishing company. And for all my family and friends that support me along the way. And I thank you, Mr. Campbell, for the interview.
Oh, there's no problem. And please call me Henry. You know your age.
Henry, okay.
Thank you
You know
so
what? I should have wrote. I should have put a. I was gonna put a part in one of my books. With the next book I'm gonna write, Mr. Henry.
I love that. I love that. I love it.
Mr. Henry, because where is Mr. Henry when I need my grass cut?
Uh-oh. See? Exactly. Exactly. I
didn't
love
mention I had a. I didn't mention I had a comical side.
it. I love that of you. What did I tell you? See, I'm Mr. Henry. What was I? Yeah, she wanted a grass cut, so I guess I got to get that law boy together. So, I really enjoyed, talking to her. And she'll be back on another future show because I'm gonna get her when she gets that new book out. So stay tuned for that when she starts writing that one. When we come back, we're going to talk being woke as well as other topics of business with my cousin Michelle JaNiece Perry.
Just who is author H.D. Campbell? He's the multi-gene author who can take you on several trips at once. With H.D. Campbell, you can have a romance, you can track a killer, or even stop an international incident. For 30 years and still writing, H.D. Campbell will take you on trips you've never been before. Learn more about him by logging on to hdcampbell3.com or check him out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Read his rewrites of How to Lose a Black Woman and Late Murder at 10 with a new title coming soon. And as always, let your writing fuel your spirit. Have you been to our website, www.hdcampbell3.com lately? It's informative and it's highly interactive. Besides the personal blogs, the picture gallery, and a chance to learn about H.D. Campbell Productions, you can also buy books and check out H.D. Campbell services, all in one place. So log on to www.hdcampbell3.com, and when you're done, check out our media page at www.hdcampbellmedia.com. And as always, let your writing fuel your spirit.
This was supposed to be the theme week for our show. We were supposed to talk about poetry, but I was going to do a theme every month. Last month we did Black Science Fiction. This month we're doing poetry. I was trying to do something every month, but ever since the whole George Floyd incident and everything going on, and the whole climate has changed, I've sort of done away with the themes for right now. And so this next interview with my cousin was supposed to be part of the poetry episode, but it still resonates into today because of the fact that we still live in these times, and me and my cousin just continue to chop it up. And this isn't the last part. This is just part 2. The conclusion is going to be next week. So here's part 2 of my conversation with Michelle JaNiece Perry.
That's what I'm saying. And then you have all of these out there for my life. So I guess you all need to go back to training, or whoever the hell is training you is back, because I know you know better than that.
Well, like I wrote last night, I wrote a blog last night that I said, look, you have a nightstick, you have a taser, and you're supposed to know hand-to-hand combat before you even draw a weapon. That should have already been implemented. And that hand-to-hand combat that you sit up here using, fighting dirty and shit, that should only be used when the person's resisting.
Yes. But they know it because they do it for the white folks. They sitting out here, you got a white man up here with his gun getting ready. He's aiming at you all. We don't want to hurt you. Put it down. We'll be forced to shoot.
Yeah, and he goes to jail alive.
Exactly. You got this fool dealing with and killed all these people. You just politely go get them and feed them and, good luck.
Oh, Burger King man, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, well, take it to Burger King, you order whatever you want. Okay, whatever, man. It's like...
Yeah, good job for that. Y'all don't give a damn. People in the church minding their business. This fool just coming to open fire for what?
And don't get me started about the drunk girl that goes into the wrong apartment shooting this man eating ice cream.
Yes, yes. You know, we're nothing. We're nothing.
And what all you get? What, a couple of years in jail that you only got to spend 1 or 2 years get off for good behavior?
Exactly. Because we're nothing. We're just dogs to them, you know, and then we're acting like that.
Right.
Not only are we dogs to them, we treat each other like dogs, we're acting like dogs, and we have no unity, and that's exactly why they're able to do what they're doing.
But see, that's why.
We sit back and we allow it.
Yep. That's why I say I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this interview, because you actually bring up a very good point, and I'm glad somebody. Well, your family, so of course we bring up good points. But the thing about it is, we shooting and killing each other. Oh, why you always want to bring that up? Why? Because that's why they killing us, because they know that, hey, we're trying to help y'all out. Y'all killing each other anyway.
Pretty much. And the reason, like a man has to die for stupid stuff, like there's no value on life at all out here. None.
None.
You just shooting brothers up for fun. You know? I don't like that. I'm tired of hearing gunshots at night, you know, in the daytime. I'm tired of sometimes having to, you know, I'm outside with my little 5-month-old grandbaby, and I gotta take him in the house because I don't know where it's coming from, you know.
The bullets have no names.
Exactly. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're gonna roll through here. I don't know what's going on. I just gotta take my baby in the house now. You know, I didn't know when I was growing up. I didn't grow up in it. It wasn't, you know, maybe it was like that in certain areas, but the point I'm making is gotten worse because where I am right now, it wasn't nothing like that going on when I was coming up. The biggest thing that I had to, you know, my mom had to worry about was me being outside past dark.
Right. Well, same thing with me.
Right.
Right. But like you said, with the Wesley House on Penrose, it wasn't like this when I was a kid. It wasn't like that when we were kids. It wasn't even that bad. Because like you say, the only problem my mama had was, like you say, staying out past dark.
Yes. I wasn't scared over there at the Wesley House, you know. My grandmother wasn't either. You remember when Hardy was right there on Goodfellow and West Forestman before they had the beauty supply?
I sure do.
Yep, she would stop right there, get us some Hardee's and take us on down there, and we would eat our lunch, and she had her lunch, and they had a program, like I said, we weren't scared of anything. We were always outside playing ball. We were on the playground, we took field trips. We weren't afraid to be over there.
And see,
you know, it's crazy.
And see, times have really changed. And see, I'm tired of hearing about people getting shot. A friend of mine just lost her grown daughter last night in the shooting last night. I'm just sick of it. But yet, y'all want to get angry every time the police kill another black man. Yes, be angry, but you need to be angry at yourself because you helping them take us out.
Yes, have that same energy across the board. Be angry with anybody who, you know, loses their life for bull crap for no reason. You know, the same energy that we have for the murder of George Floyd, and we should, you know, have that same energy when you hear that somebody down the block has been shot today. Mm-hmm. That a kid has been hit in somebody's drive-by.
Right.
You know? Have that same energy, but we good for this right here. Oh, that's the doggone shit. Cute little girl, too. Cute little boy, too. And that's what we do. And we shake our head and go on about our business.
That's it, yep.
You know? Oh, they know they need to stop. This don't make no sense. You're fine with that. You'll all come sit, and if the body's not covered, we'll sit, just look and talk. And then when they come and cover the body, we still just sitting there shaking our head. We're not outraged and riding in the neighborhood and doing none of that stuff.
But I don't understand any of that.
Because we're scared. We always scared of something. We just scared of that.
And see, my problem is we gotta come up off that. But and like I said, I'm picking on you because I'm picking on you more because like I say, you part of the party. So in other words, I love when they pass the buck because that's the first thing they'll ask. Well, y'all Black Panthers, how come y'all ain't out there? Well, because we're supposed to be out there to help you guys. We support you guys. But if you guys don't do nothing, how can y'all support us if we don't do anything?
And it's just, you know, like we trying to, it's only a handful of us in the St. Louis extension. Listen, we're not 300, 400, 500 strong here.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
I mean, if this was 66, yeah, 1966, yeah, there was a whole army of them in several states. But there's only a handful of them in each state today.
You know, right? They got a whole lot of them here and there, but like in this right here in St. Louis, we're not 300 and 400 strong, and so you know, either recruit, come get with us, or you don't even have to be a Black Panther to help us. You don't have to join us, but walk with us though.
Yes.
You know, help us out. If you got a problem with something, come be like, listen, y'all, let's do this. Give some ideas, and then be a part of the idea. You know, be a part of what you want. You know, you come up with this, hey, let's do this for the community. Let's do that for the community. Okay, we back you. It makes sense, and within reason, we back you 100%. And then you be a part of it too. We need help. Like I said, there's the unity. But it's just that, okay, this is going on, you know, like the Black Panthers, like we're Superman. Let's go put on our capes and let's go save everybody. While right. Just sit back and watch.
That's how, but that's how we treat y'all. I mean, that's basically how we treat y'all.
Yeah.
So
that's what they want.
You know, we always want somebody to bail us out. You know, like how come this person don't save the hood? How can that person? How come you can't save your own hood? You're in it.
Exactly. this is your neighborhood, you know, and it's like it's just it's sad, you know. It's like you putting it off on somebody else. You know, like we are supposed to. You want to help the neighborhood. You saw who committed that murder. You saw what happened.
Yep.
You know what happened. You're not speaking up because you fear for your life. Okay, then. So then don't come talking to us about what we need to be doing.
Right.
You know, if somebody sees something all the time, you know who did that. If you're not gonna speak up and put that person away, then you know you're part of the problem.
My mama done told me. Was the mama?
I totally understand though. I understand what it is to fear for your life. I get that.
Right.
But there's the unity. You wouldn't have to fear if you had unity and had a bunch of other people backing you, and we, you know, and everybody standing like, you know, standing their ground. But we're not doing that.
Right. That is so true.
You know the troublemakers. You know what's going on. But you rather close your door and shake your head and just say, you know, let the Black Panthers do it. Let this person do it. Let that person do it. Let this group do it. No, it don't work like that.
We got to be unified to save our neighborhoods.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, really, I'm not getting it.
You can take your neighborhood now. You can get everybody together. Everybody got what you got. There's the unity. Everybody got to come together and agree. Yes, we want to clean the neighborhood, so let's clean it up and keep it clean. You know, all these people running these stop signs and doing this crazy stuff, you know. And you to goddamn control their own neighborhood.
And see, you know what? I'm gonna tell you how powerful. And see, I guess the other problem is, I don't want to use the term dumb, but you're so silly that you don't understand that you have certain rights you can use to help you. Like, for example, I love talking about this. People always say how gun control don't work, but here's the whole funny part about it. In 1970s, when Ronald Reagan was the governor of California, the Black Panthers was armed to the teeth. They had all their guns was legal and everything. Ronald Reagan passed legislation for gun control just because all of us was armed. Now just imagine if we did that again and we all got armed. And
the correct way.
Exactly.
Because they weren't out there, you know, they didn't go get guns and then just get to go shoot people.
Oh, no. They got all their guns legally.
Yeah. And for defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose. I mean, like, that's where the name Black Panther comes from, because Black Panther kind of strike first.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When you attack us and you got us in the corner, we coming out. You know, that's what that is.
Right.
They were policing their own neighborhoods and, you know, self-defense. You know, if you see, you know, the cops over here, they're beating each other down and doing some unjust work, here we go. Mm-hmm. You know, we weren't scared of the police. It's like, what are you doing? You know? Now, it wasn't just one person out there by themselves.
Oh, no.
But we came together then, and just like, it was, they took care of that. They were out there, they weren't playing around. That's how we need to be today.
Right.
They were not scared, they were not playing around, they fought for justice, they went to jail for it, all that. That's what I'm saying, you have to be ready to, it's a lot of stuff that go out. This is not a thing.
Nope. So my next question to you is, right. So my next question to you is, do you see any light at the end of the tunnel?
Huh?
Do you see any light at the end of the tunnel?
I don't know. Sadly,
I agree.
If we keep this at the rate we're going, if we keep this up, no.
No.
I don't see no light in tunnel. Until we do what we're supposed to do as a people, until we have unity with each other, no, it ain't no light. And either party problem or party solution. And when the problem go out the door, you're gonna go right along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what your race is,
Mm-hmm.
No, it ain't no light at the end of the tunnel, as long as we carrying on like this, no.
And on the subject of being woke, we can't get no one to respect us unless we learn to respect ourselves. We can't be out there for flash. We can't be out there for trying to get people to notice us. We want people to notice us for the right reasons. That's why we're out there. And so that's the only way we're going to get justice for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all of them. We've got to be on our game. And so when we come back, get my final thoughts.
Even after 20 years, readers are still captivated with How to Lose a Black Woman. Now, in its second printing, follow the story of Bruce Williams. Shall I say, mild-mannered school teacher in search of love? Using social media, prayer, and a lot of trial and error, Bruce fights to learn what a true relationship is all about. Filled with original poetry by H.D. Campbell, it's a lesson from one young man's point of view. Buy How to Lose a Black Woman on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, in your favorite bookstore, and even on his website at www.hdcampbell3.com. And as always, let your writing fuel your spirit. By Late Murder at 10 by H.D. Campbell. Former investigative reporter Mark Alexander thought his life hit a slump when a mass shooting results in the murder of a controversial news anchor. Can Mark get out of his head long enough to crack this case? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to get your own copy of Late Murder at 10 on Amazon.com and coming soon to your favorite bookstore.
That's it for the show. Like I said, we're doing a AC 2 cents next week, different format. Just wanted to let you know, check out a lot of the new changes as we go about new books coming out, new way of handling clients, everything. Just watch that new business model. You can see everything, all the changes at hdcampbell3.com and also at our new media page at hdcampbellmedia.com. If you have any questions, please hit me on my Facebook, my Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I'm on all the social medias. Or you just send me an email at hdcampbell3@msn.com. That's it for the Altar Corner. Peace, God bless, and as always, let your writing fuel your spirit, and please be careful out there.